Well, we all know a lot of bourbon enthusiasts that like to participate in the art of blending whiskey, trying to make that poor man's pappy out of the Weller 107 and the Weller 12. And I guess there's another bill on it if you do Maker's Mark cast strength and larceny. Kind of gives you that same thing for poor man's pappy. Now, I wanted to hop on here, play Master Blender myself, but I'm going to do it a little bit differently. I'm going to do what I'm going to call mash bill blending. Basically, we all know a mash bill consists of 1 to 4 grains. Occasionally, there's a fifth, fray range. That is corn, rye, wheat, and barley. So I took it upon myself to find these. There might be better products, but I'm going to do this with these bourbons, whiskeys. So right here I have Yellow Rose Outlaw Bourbon, 100% corn. I picked up the old Woodinville, 100% rye. Good old Fray Ranch comes out with 100% wheat whiskey. And Colorado's favorite, 100% single malt. Strain of hands. This is cask strength. So what I'm going to do is I pulled up 4 Legacy Distilleries mash bills. And I'm going to base this off of those 4 mash bills. I'll put together 4 of them. And in the end, maybe I'll blind it. If there's one that I like, who knows? Maybe I'll make a bigger batch. Throw it in one of them barrels. Age it for another 3 to 6 months, however long they last. Last time I got one of them barrels and threw some homemade distillate in it, that shit disappeared. So I'm going to get this all set up. And we'll get started on playing Master Blender. Cheers. As you can see, I got some beakers set up. I'm using 100 milliliter beakers to get the best average of what they are. So I have these 4 listed, 1 for corn, wheat, rye, and barley. Then I have the 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 different ones. We're going to try to blend together. So that first one, let me go ahead and crack these open. I probably should have done this ahead of time because we all know I ain't the greatest at doing this. Let's see that pop. Oh. So like I said, this is 100% corn whiskey. I'm just going to fill this up to the 100 milliliter mark. I figured it'd be easier to do 100 milliliters because, you know, mash bill, 100%, 100 milliliter. You got to do all that damn math. So the 4 mash bills I'm going to base these off of will be a 4 Roses mash bill B, a Larceny mash bill, a Russell's mash bill, and you got to have one big buddy up there. We're going to do Pappy Van Winkle. All right, so there's rye. Here's the wheat. Will these taste anything like those Legacy Distillery mash bills? Absolutely not. But I just wanted a variety here, so I'll let that one settle down a minute. Looked like I was shaking a bit. All right. So I'm pretty sure there might be some better 100% grains out there, but this is what I was able to get my hands on. Good Lord. So All right, so there's our 4 grains. $100 milliliters of each to start with. So we're going to start with our first mash bill, number 1, right here. That'll be the 4 Roses mash bill, which consists of, and like I said, we're using mash bill B. Mash bill B is 60% corn, 35% rye, 5% malted barley. So I need to get 65% corn. So we'll start with this one. I'll get it as close to as I can. So there's 60%. I got these little 3 milliliter syringes that I will use. I guess I ain't using that one. Damn needle fell off. Whatever. So we all know if it's 3 milliliters, there's 63. All right, there's 65 right there. That next one will be 35% rye. So that's this one here. So 65 and 35 was 70 up to 90, right? No. Already fucking up. Hold on. Mash bill 2 is only 65. So that extra 5 that I put in here, let's go ahead and take that back out. I don't know what the hell I was reading. All right. We need to be at 60% corn. Okay. I kind of mixed them 2 up. 60% corn. We need 35% rye, which is right here. So I'll pour that up. There's the rye. So I'll pour that up to the 90. And I'll grab another syringe. And we'll suck up that other 5%. 3. And 2. There's your rye. And our last will be the 5% malted barley, which I believe is this one here. That's the barley. So we're gonna suck that shit up. Put that right out to that 100%. Got 200 more milliliter there. All right. So there's mash bill 1 of a 4 Roses mash bill B. Go ahead and stir that up. We're gonna let this one sit. We're gonna let these sit and kind of do their thing. So there's number 1, your 4 Roses. Drop that damn needle somewhere on the floor. I don't want to step on it. All right, our next mash bill. Let's do larceny. Okay, number 2 is larceny. This number 2, we are going to go with 68% corn. I need to refill my corn. I'm sure there was an easier way to do this, but, you know, whatever. We are going 68% corn. So I'll run this up to the 60 mark. There's 60. So then 3 liters at a time. 63. 66. 68% corn. All right, so it's 68% corn. It will be a 20% wheat. So we're looking at 28% wheat. Okay. Oh, yeah. Still trying to get to that 20% here. All right. There's 20% wheat. And last on the range is a 12% malted barley, which is right here. So we'll just fill that baby up to the 100. Okay. There's our number 2. That's the larceny mash bill. Who the hell knows? There's number 2. All right. Our number 3 mash bill will be good old Russell's, man. So Russell's is 75% corn, 13% rye, 12% malted barley. So we are going to go 75% kern. Okay. That's 70. 73. 75. So there's 75% corn. We want 13% rye, which is this one here. I'm just going to do it this way. We're going to go 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. 13% rye. And that last little bit is that 12% barley. So we just be topping that off. There's your 12% barley. Give that a little stir. All right, there's mash bill number 3. So far we got 4 Roses, Larceny, and Russell's. The last one we're going to do is going to be good old Pappy Van Winkle. Figured to have something a little high end in there. So we'll fill that corn back up. That mash bill is 75% corn, 20% wheat, and 5% malted barley. So we're going to get to that 75% corn again. There's 70. 73. 75. 75% corn. All right, what did I say that next one was? 20% wheat. All right, so this one will be pretty simple. We're already at the 80. Let's drop it down to 60. All right, there's our 20% wheat. And we just need that 5% malted barley, which is right here. There's 3. All right. So, mix number 4 is based off of Pappy Van Winkle here. So there's our 4 little mash bill blends out of some single grain whiskeys. I got my mouth warming up with a little bit of Knob Creek. It's all 100 proof. So far, we can tell that a majority of these damn mash bills consist of corn, which is all right. So let's go ahead and give each one a little taste. See how bad we did here. So let's start with number 1. We'll base this one off the Four Roses mash bill. That smelled pretty damn good, man. Yeah, real sweet. Definitely taste that corn. That one's not too bad. Let's go off that Larceny one. That old Four Roses one. Like I said, ain't gonna be no Four Roses, but you know, had that sweet caramel corn. You can taste that oak from the previous, what have you, blended up and all that. Let's try this Larceny. Definitely has that wheat mash bill taste to it. Pretty good. You can definitely taste, yeah, that grain, that wheat grain. Man, we are looking at the Russell's mash bill. Based off of Russell's. Just like Russell's Reserve. All right. Sad part, you ain't going to get a lot of different notes off of these because I'm using the exact same 4 whiskeys to blend. But the different variances, you can... Ooh, that last one had a little late hug on it. I'm going to have me some Fysh juice here. All right. Let's taste this Russell's one. It was definitely pretty sweet. It's pretty close to the Four Roses. Doesn't have that real, I mean, you can taste the oak, but it doesn't have that bitterness, that bitter oak finish to it, like that young oak would. So far, I'm liking number 3 with the Russells. And our last one on the chopping block here is the good old one based off of Pappy. Let's see here. Rinse that Knob Creek one out. All right. Blend number 4, based off of Pappy Van Winkle, of the 75% corn, 20% wheat, 5% barley here. Okay. Let's go. Definitely more corn forward. Man, it's got the most corn in it. Man, it's sweet in the beginning, but yeah, you definitely get that. You definitely get that wood like you've been chewing on a stick. So far out of the 4, I could tell you the one I liked most was the Russell's Reserve Blend, which is number 3. That's 75% corn, 13 rye, 12 malted barley. I might go ahead and buy a barrel. You can tell me where to pick up some barrels. I'll hit some other people up. Maybe I'll make a bigger batch of that. We'll throw it in the barrel, see how it comes out. Like I said, my favorite was number 3, which is the Russell's blend of 75, 13, 12. I have to try this again, do some rye blends, I guess. I don't know. Who the hell knows? But anyway, oh, yeah, hold on. So if you want to know what the proof of that is, get on Amazon, you can pick up one of these little sight glass thingies. So let's see what that proof came out to. The fun part about these are all around, that was 92 proof, 90 proof. This one's 120. This is a cast strength Stranahan's. So it was at 136.76. Let's get a roundabout what the proof is on this. Alrighty. All right. Well, let's see what we get here. All right. Well, I'll focus my damn eyes here. We are looking at 54%. So that's at 108 proof. I get that blended up and put in a barrel. I say, well, age it another 3 to 6 months. See what happens with it. So until next time, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe, like, all that other fun stuff. Till then, cheers. Yeah, man, that was some good shit.